Hello, everyone. Welcome to the weekend tarot card reading. This is a reading for the weekend of August 16th and 17th. This gives me a chance to take a little bit of a break from the daily readings and kind of give us an overview of the whole 2 days of the weekend and kind of see what it's about, see what we need to know, and what we may need to surf or work with as far as the energies in play. This is a reading for the collective and for information as to how best be our best spiritual selves in a physical world. That's sort of my foundation of what I think about as I do these readings. So if you're here and watching this, this is for you for the weekend of the 16th and 17th. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here hanging out with me. I had an interesting week. I hope everybody else had a great time with the Venus-Jupiter energy that was in play and the star card energy that's been in play for a large chunk of this week. But we've hit the weekend now. So let's see what's ahead of us. I have the Wildwood Tarot here. These are trimmed, so there is no border. Just an absolutely magical deck with a lot of connection to earth energy, to forest spirits, to the fae, to the magical world. It's kind of the magical archetypes within a forest. And I love this deck thoroughly. Deck's been with me quite a while now at this point. We're going to pull a couple cards. We're just going to see what the overall energy is. It might give us something to think about. It can be used as a meditation to think about how these cards might come into play in our lives or what we can look for. Occasionally, they do give a little bit of a heads up or a warning. Oh, I believe we have a volunteer. Home, 10 of stones, 10 of pentacles. That's a great card. That's a very nurturing, supportive card. I want to pull this one as well. Oh, wow. And we have the shaman. We have another, or a major arcana. This is the magician card. And in particular, connection to the spirits. If you want to go with the shaman energy, the magician card is all about handling different aspects of energy, the different four elements, and combining them and working with them in ways that bring about magic and manifestation. Okay, I only meant to pull one. Two came out. What are those two? The King of Vessels, or the King of Cups. Very wonderful, supportive, masculine energy card, along with the Two of Arrows, which can sometimes mean injustice or having a hard time making a decision because the scales are so balanced. Let's take a closer look at these. And again, these sometimes form an interesting triptych. And the first thing I see, let's move this here. Let me look at these for a minute. Pull in what they're trying to say. There's a certain aspect of prosperity here with the 10 of stones or 10 of pentacles. But this is about sort of a home energy and nurturing ourselves at home, working, doing our magical practices at home. I'm almost seeing like what I'm seeing is that the shaman is sort of in his cave and looking out the cave at this magical tree and this structure. And it's like the cave is where he goes to do his conversations and his magical work. And then he comes out of the cave and comes home. So there's a feeling of coming home. There's a feeling of connecting to that home energy. What does home mean to you? It can mean different things to different people. But this is an internal home. This doesn't feel like a physical home. And the King of Cups is telling me that it's very important to be kind to yourself this weekend. And to look at, injustice doesn't track here for me. It's almost like making the decision to come home, making a decision to be compassionate to ourselves and to an understanding of what our heart wants and what makes your heart sing. Where usually if you are home, then your heart will be happy. And there's definitely a sense of very maturely, because of the king energy and the king of cups. Like this is a spiritual energy that is very comfortable with their emotions, so much so that they are incredibly compassionate for other people and other people's emotions, and they can have an empathy and a compassion for other people. And it's about taking that compassion and weaving it into this energy of what is home to you, and making it a magical household, making it a magical place where you can go and feel connected and do your magic, whether that be doing magical rituals and magical incantations, prayer work, yoga, tai chi, whatever that energy is, where you're working with the energies of the world around us and you're working on manifesting something. This it's got like a homebody feel, but it's not about staying at home. This is about finding that home within your heart. And the magician or the shaman here would be very adept at this. And so it's about using those skills and that ability to allow yourself to be attracted to that home energy and working to nurture it and to take care of it and to create it. And the injustice here, the Two of Swords, is almost like, or the Two of Arrows, sorry, is almost like a decision, like kind of being blind to how important this is this weekend and not paying attention, or not taking like maybe, oh, I know what to do, but it's going to take too much time and I don't want to mess with it. And kind of being blinded to the sense of creating this energy in this space. Yeah, the injustice doesn't track for me at all. This feels more like indecision and the classical vibe of the Two of Swords. And it's this sense of indecision, kind of being at a crossroads and being afraid to make a decision. But it feels like a tertiary card, almost like a tertiary energy that might be in play over the weekend, and almost like a hesitation, like wanting more of like a hangman energy, when really this is a call for tapping into this internal peacefulness and connection to magic and emotional maturity and manifestation. Because that's what these three are really going for. And if you sit back and you don't work on this weekend, you might be missing out, is kind of the vibe I'm getting with this card here. And this is, again, this could be manifested into the physical, but this is about looking at how you feel at home within yourself, and that compassion you can bring to yourself in order to feel at home in your own home. And I use home here as symbol for like the physical body. Okay. So this isn't so much about making sure your house is neat and orderly, or changing your home or redecorate. Like this is about internal working and your connection to spirit and feeling at home in your physical body, which is represented by the Ten of Stones here. And it's almost like this weekend might be a really good time to reach out to any spirit team that you have, and whatever shape that might take through meditation or prayer or simply just being quiet and listening. Because with the shaman energy, I'm getting a lot of sense of like spirit communication, magical work, grabbing those four elements and creating something and having the power, knowing that you have the skill and the power to manifest this connection to the internal home. Yeah. Okay. And I think that the King of Vessels here does feel like a higher self. King of Cups can sometimes be represented by the idea of Jesus or Buddha. And it's a very mature, divine masculine figure that is very much in touch with their emotions and very wise and very counseled in working with emotions and how emotions hit the physical body. The crane is very patient. Heron is a very patient bird. It takes its time. It moves very slowly. It's very graceful. And most times it moves with a very clear intent. Things to think about, things to meditate on this weekend, to find your internal home and to be comfortable and settled and ready to do magic in this internal space. Interesting. It's a very comforting energy. It's very comforting and sort of chthonic in that underground, I'm going to sit in my den and work. It's work on my magic, work on my inner heart. But it's like this sense of coming home and this sense of coming back to yourself and what makes you happy and what brings you that connection to the divine. Yeah. Okay. Let's pull a punctuation card here. I'm going to use the Wild Mystic Oracle. And I think that's it. I think I run the risk of repeating myself yet further. That's the energy in play over the weekend. Oh, that's really, which one? This one. Kindness. How beautiful. Absolutely perfect and beautiful, because this is about being kind to yourself and kindness to others. The King of Cups, King of Vessels, this heron here would be a master at kindness and knowing that kindness is first, especially if you are working with this internal home and this internal heart of hearts. You want to show kindness and gratitude. Anything else, really, like kindness is going to be central, pivotal to the work here that's being talked about. So kindness this weekend, gang. Kindness to yourself, kindness to your heart, kindness to how you get settled in with this inner sense of home. All right, let me know what you guys think, and let me know about your thoughts or how this might come into play over the weekend. I'd love to hear them. As always, give the video a like, subscribe if this is your first time, or you've maybe been here a while. These videos will be coming out during the week. They're out every day. Well, Saturday is also the last quarter phase as we move to a new moon. So I believe this might be very important work over this weekend as we form up and get ready to plant some seeds for the new moon. I recommend you look at the moon path reading, which I will link at the end of this video, to talk about what the magical weather is kind of like over the next week and a half-ish. And so I think that is also in play over the weekend, this last quarter shifting of the moon phases. Take good care of yourself this weekend, everyone. And Yeah, I will see you on the next one, and definitely see you on the Monday daily reading. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, a comfortable, comforting, rejuvenative, peaceful weekend. Make some magic. Talk to your spirit team. Be kind. Peace and strength, everybody. I'll see you on Monday. Bye bye.